my name is Roger Helgerson, and today I'm going to install a Baron's Big Air Kit on my Vulcan 900 Custom. I have the parts laid out here behind me, which I'll show you in a moment. The instructions seem to be rather simple, so we'll find out here shortly. Well, here are the parts that came in the kit, laid out with tools that are required to put the Big Air Kit on. So the next thing will be to remove my stock air cleaner system. Okay, I've just about got this off. And that exposes the air cleaner. Okay, now we've got this screw loose, and off comes the stock air cleaner. And put that aside. And on to the next step, okay, the next step is to remove, there's 5 cap head screws here with a 5mm Allen wrench. So that's the next stop. This holds the air box to the throttle body. And of course, you've got to keep all your parts handy. I suppose some of these will be used again. Okay, we're down to the last screw here. Okay, now we need to remove these 2 screws with a 5mm. This one might be a little tough here. There we go. Okay, that pretty much takes care of everything. Okay, now on the back of the here we have the temperature sensor. It needs to be unplugged, and we also have the idle adjustment that needs to be taken out of here. Okay, I have unplugged the temperature sensor. We pull the what's it called? Upper and lower vent tubes. This is the upper, and we have to disconnect the idle adjustment there, and the lower vent tube is here. Need to get some pliers on that. Okay, I've gotten the lower vent tube removed. Everything else is removed. So I think we're done with this also. Next is to start putting it back together. Okay, removing this hose to the air switching valve is kind of tricky. It's very tight in there, and it was hard to release the clamp. I've got it loose. It's got a spring-loaded finger clamp on it, which I'm sure we're using both of these clamps over. Okay, I've got the replacement hose here. It has to be run up and through and behind the throttle body so that it can connect here. Okay, I have to admit it was something of a challenge to get this hose on and the clamp positioned again. The hose has to run behind the throttle body so that it can connect to the lower part of the big air kit. So I've got that connected now. Okay, the next step here is to remove the temperature sensor from the back of the stock airbox, and we'll need to install it on the new backing plate. Just one Phillips head screw. Okay, so now we're putting the temperature sensor back onto the big air kit backing plate with the Allen head screw that's supplied with the kit. Okay, next is to attach the hose to the backing plate. That goes on nice and easy. There we are. Okay, now that we have this all connected, the next step is to place the two longer bolts. There's two bolts supplied with lock washers on the back into these two holes here, and then these spacers will be used over the top like so. But we'll go ahead and mount the plate first with the 5 backing plate screws we removed earlier. These might fall back out, but we'll I'm going to put this one in first. Just finger tight, just to hold things in place. I'm going to tell you a little bit. Okay, I've got the 5 screws in, just finger tight, with Loctite on each one of them. So I'll snug them down. Okay, good and tight. And next step is to put the filter element in, I believe. Oh, the spacers over these guys. Okay, now I have the filter element, and it should go right on here, fit into this groove, and there's the overlap that goes on the outside. And this should probably be very somewhat careful about putting it in there. The last step. Okay, I've got the backing plate screws on finger tight. So I've got a 12mm socket. Snug it down tighter. And there we go. And there we have it. It's all complete. Very simple. What took me, actually, less than an hour to do, I think.